Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. The tag. Touchdown, Ohio State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on 3rd down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Bears want to crank the tempo. He's going to take off. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Prentice. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using the quick game. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Oh, they're after him. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Back to pass, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260, try to go low, take out those ankles. And you see a lot of times that's when they hurdle, or they're used to it too. But those big, strong athletes are hard to get to the ground.
Buys a little extra time. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks, we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Got a man. It's Tate. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Bears! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Steps away. Gets rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tate. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Rolls it in. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Quick completion to the right. On his feet at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Dropping back, it's Robertson. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He wants to throw it again. Touchdown, Baylor! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Tie game, and what about this call? Going for an onside kick here in the first half. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
through the air. It's Sayin. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Ohio State. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing in the game because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Prentice. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Throwing right. Got a wide open receiver. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown Bears! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Tate. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Wants to throw on first down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That's caught. It's Smith. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. run in the red zone. It's Jackson. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. It'll be third and long. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Here's the pressure. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on third. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Balls and fired complete. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He's going for a big play downfield. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He is a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man. It's Jackson. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just
touchdown, Buckeyes! And that one will give them the lead. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Under fire. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Bears in the hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. To the air on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Quick strike complete. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progression.
Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
He's going for it all. Makes the grab down the middle. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
He's got the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air, it's Robertson. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Back to pass on second down. It's complete on the right side. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, and these hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Look at him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense, too.
He lost one down the sideline. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been.
Unloads it downfield. He's got it down the left. Open spaces. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Bears will hustle to the line. Finds the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job.
And the defense, got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Fires to the right. Lost the defense, is wide open. It's a seam wide open. The 30. Inside the touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
How about the aggressive play call backed up near your own end zone? Your quarterback drops back in the end zone. If he gets tackled, it's a safety, but it pays off. The defense is a little too aggressive. He takes the big shot down the field, and he walks in for a 98-yard touchdown pass.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. To the air, it's Robertson. He's got him.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bears!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to...
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback adapting. Got rid of it just in time. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Touchdown, Baylor! The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They still need a touchdown and two-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the fourth. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go up and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Zings it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Buckeyes! All that way the end and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And, you know, late in the game, times, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Prentice. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. To the air, it's Robertson. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. But they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Snap from the gun on third down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He's looking to pass. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they're down by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Takes a hit as he fires. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Throws for the tight end. It's complete. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They'll try to blast their way in. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
Well, it's too little too late, obviously, for this offense. You love to see your guys out there still competing, but the net result, zeros on the clock, you've lost the game. There's still a lot this offense